Hi everybody, I'm James and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave us a comment if you like. Alright. Yes, this one's called Will Marcus Ever Make It? Yes, yes. But first, before I start, uh, I haven't done a story, an actual story in a long time. So this one's dedicated to Razy Flames. Okay? Razy Flames. I don't know if that's the way you pronounce your name, Razy Flames, but this going out to you, my brother. He's from Memphis, Tennessee, so yes. Will Marcus ever make it? You know. Look, this is a story of Marcus. Well, I met Marcus in 2020, right at the start of the pandemic. Marcus would always talk about the Philippines and stuff. He knew everything about the Philippines and about places to go, the sites and everything. But what I didn't know was that he got all of his information that he was talking about from the internet. So he would always tell me that he was going to the Philippines. He was going to the Philippines real soon, and that he was saying saving his money for his ticket. So I also was trying to get to the Philippines. And I was saving my money for a ticket also. So me and Marcus had a sort of a friendship, friendship thing going. Look, when 2021 came around, I told Marcus I'm going to get my passport, okay? And you should go too. Let's go together. But Marcus said, I'm just gonna save my money, and then I'm gonna do it all in one whop, So okay, So I went on and got my passport and stuff. So I just went and got my passport. But he said he was gonna get his too. So, but he said he was still trying to get his money for his ticket. Marcus, it seemed like he was procrastinating, but he had a lot of bills to pay. He had rent, high rent, light bills, water bill, everything like that. So he couldn't save anything. But I later found out that Marcus was buying a lot of lottery tickets. He was purchasing lottery tickets, trying to win the money, so that he can go to the Philippines. But he never could win. He never got the numbers right. But I ended up saving the necessary money for my ticket, and I put in for a month off from work to come to the Philippines. And Marcus didn't save a penny. Yes. When I made it back to the States after being gone for a month, I told Marcus how great the Philippines was. And Marcus was very excited. He was all excited. So he said to me, I'm going next month. Next month, I'm going to the Philippines. So I said, oh, that's good, man. That's good, But still, he was trying to hit the lottery. To no avail, Then, finally, I guess he got to the end of his rope, He got to the end of his rope. So he tried to cash someone else's check. Long story short, he ended up going to jail. Yeah, that's bad. That's a bad case, When he got out, he couldn't go get a passport. Somehow or another, he wasn't going to purchase a passport. he was going to inquire about the passport, and found out that he got denied. Yeah, he got denied because he had a felony. You know, man, it was bad. It was a bad story about him, man, because the girl he met in the Philippines, he met her online and stuff. She slowly faded away, you know. And Marcus was in a pickle. Yes. Yes, yes. Man, you know what? Marcus, I think Marcus is still playing the lottery. Trying to win the money. Trying to win, you know. I guess some habits are hard to break. They can't be broken. You know. So, you know what? He didn't even come close to making it to the Philippines. But I tell you what, he studied the Philippines a lot. Okay? He would fit in well here. He would fit in well, you know. But he couldn't break that lottery ticket habit, you know, trying to win money quick, you know. With him trying to win money quick, he was ended up spending a lot of money, you know. So he never could make it out here. Especially they told him he needed to get that felony expunged off his record, which is taking him a long time, you know. So I don't know. Marcus should be well into his I think he's 59 or 60. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, I hope he do get a chance to make it to the Philippines. You know, get his stuff together and make it to the Philippines. But he really got to get rid of that record. You know, that's what spoiled everything for him. All right, you guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share. Share my videos with your family. Share my videos with your friends. Share my videos with your loved ones. And even share it with your enemies. Alright, you guys. Peace. Adios. Salamat. And Grace wasn't on this one, but she'll be on the next one, okay? Alright.